see there's a told them more. Back over to the microphone. Something. It's like
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Thank you very much.
Hello? Hello?
It's always important that we assess ourselves, celebrate our achievements, and acknowledge our shortcomings and inadequacies so that we can plan ahead to either maintain or improve on our positive parts and also make sure one are reduced to the very minimum. In view of this, that we are all here today to take part in the 2024 performance review of the Sunyani Teaching Hospital. So you're all welcome to the program. So we take care of our patients. We lose some of our gallant staff in the process. In 2024, we lost 4 of our colleagues. So I humbly plead with you so that you be on your feet. Actually, get a minute silent for all the lost souls. So let's kind of be on our feet, please. So the following individuals are Hafiz Mohammed, was a nurse, Francisca Yeboah, so HR, Adubuahin, Anwadli, and Wang Buahe. So let's maintain a minute silence for them. May the soul of the faithful departed, in the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Damwa. Now it's time to celebrate those of us who are leaving. We have people in our midst whose dedication, drive, and determination has made SCH what it is today. First on our list, we celebrate a man who is admired and respected by many. He is no other than the Chief Executive Officer, the acting of Sunyani Teaching Hospital, Dr. Hadina Newton. So let's get our hands together. We also have Mr. Samuel Joji, the acting director of administration. Yes. We have Mr. Freeman K. Danjo, the acting director of finance. Dr. Doris Dominian Tekshi, the acting director of school services. The acting director of nursing and midwifery services, Mrs. Unit Hammer. The acting director of human resources, Mr. Nicholas Okon. The acting director of midwifery services, Dr. Alexander Egotin. We also have the head of internal audits, Mr. Abdul Salam. We acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Director of Administration, Mr. Upan Asmem, Madam Benedicta of the Accounts Deputy Director. We also have the various heads of the BMCs. Please, if I mention your name, kindly give us a wave. The head of surgery, Uncle Usu. The head of internal medicine, Dr. Kofi Sarah Achirko. Head of Dance, Family Medicine and Physio, Dr. Perfect Pung. The head of Dance and Emergency Trauma and Orthopedic, Dr. Hanson Lanyo. The head of ONG, Dr. John Adeidako. We have the heads of diagnostics and imaging, Dr. Nanekia Kunama Osei. And we have Mr. George Osei. We like to acknowledge the presence of all the heads of the head and health administration and support services, head of procurement, head of catering, head of stores, all of you we see and we thank you for honoring this invitation. Please let's put our hands together.
We also have we also have reps from the various teaching hospitals in here. I'll mention their names so that they'll be acknowledged. I'll start with Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. Deputy Director of Monitoring and Evaluation and Research, Miss Princess Ufoyi. Deputy Director Internal Audit, Mr. Rua Ebenezer. Both Teaching Hospital, Director of Finance, Mr. Dramido Kwesi. Director of Administration, Mr. George Petete. Personal Assistant to the CEO, Mr. Anas Syria. Tamale Teaching Hospital, Director Human Resources, Mr. Walker Yakubu. Public Relations Officer, Mr. Zuberi Ali. PPND, Mr. Ali Abdul Majid. We truly appreciate your presence. Thank you for coming.
I think in my acknowledgement, I omitted the presence of the various business managers, the various heads of pharmacy, the various heads of nursing services. This is for the BMP. You are all welcome.
Also happy now is the Chief Administrative Assistant of BRA and EDCO. Rep from Ghana National Fire Service. Deputy Regional Coordinator, National Ambulance Service. Regional PRO and Head of Training, National Ambulance Service. Rep from the Prison Service. Our friend from the media, GTV, KR, Indian Efforts. Rep from Regional Health Directorate, led by Dr. Amfi Amokode. So we progressively announce the presence of our invited guests as and when they get here. Thank you very much. The next on the list is the introduction of the chairman convocation. Lead with that and read to Yakuma Asampan.
Please let's put our hands together for him.
Morning. Morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Jacqueline Ejakoma Samoa, and it's an honor to be assigned the role of introducing our chairperson for this August occasion. Our chairperson for today is a professor of chemical engineering and renewable energy technologies. He's the dean of the School of Energy and the acting pro vice chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources. He's a chemist and a chemical engineer by education and a renewable energy technology expert by training and practice. He has two bachelor degrees in chemistry and chemical engineering. He also holds a master's degree in organic chemistry and a doctorate in chemical engineering. He was a 2010 Seed Award winner for innovations in precursor syrup, a natural antihypertensive product. He has received training in renewable energy technologies, food technology, pyrolysis engineering, chemometric modeling, and applications of near infrared spectroscopy at institutions abroad, including CIRAD France, Arava Institute Israel, Shriram Institute India, Bioma Institute China, and UNIDO ISEC China. He's involved in university administration, organization of research, and supervision of undergraduate and graduate student projects. He's a visiting professor at some institutions abroad, including Naresuan University in Thailand, University of Applied Sciences, Rothenburg, Germany, Pan Africa University in Algeria, WASCO in Niger, and Policy Pathways Incorporated, Virginia, USA. He was part of the team that contributed to Ghana's draft National Science, Technology, and Innovation Policy (STI) and framework of the STI bill. He also contributed to the review of Ghana's Renewable Energy Master Plan, Ghana's energy policy, and the National Biofuel Action Plan, which is underway. He is currently leading a waste to energy project in Sunyani, which is good news. Our chairperson for today belongs to a number of local and international associations, including the Ghana Science Association, Ghana Institution of Engineering, American Institute of Chemical Engineers, American Chemical Society, Association of Energy Engineers, Council for Near Infrared Spectroscopy, among others. He was the National Secretary for the Ghana Chemical Society for a long time and was the country's representative for Ghana during the United Nations International Year of Chemistry, IYC 2011. It is good to know that with all these accolades, he's a lovely married man with three children, the first of whom recently completed his housemanship at facility, the Sunyani Teaching Hospital. Without much ado, with a standing ovation and much clapping, I would like you to help me invite Professor Nana Safo Ajunadechi, the chairperson for this wonderful occasion.
Please, our regional director, Dr. Amukode, please kindly join chairman and our CEO on the high table. And then please write from the various CEOs of the teaching hospitals. You need to join them on high table. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of some of the leaders we have at the moment. Nana Kwajumbadu, Merima Minta Afari, the second. Nana Okusia Dia Aso Sika Breye. Omahima of traditional area. Welcome, Nana. Then the MC Osunyane, Honorable Vincent Enchi Aji. The MP for Osunyane East, Honorable Sami Ibrahim. We have reps from Kwalong Teaching Hospital also with us. So Director of Human Resource, Mr. Dewena. Director of Pharmacy, Mr. Dr. Chow, incredible. Director of Nursing and Midwifery Service, Grace Anyomi. Foreign Relation Officer, Mr. Salif Mustafa. From Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Medical Director, Dr. Adu Stephen. Deputy Director, Research and Development, Evans Amfieboa. Monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Masai Apprentice. Thank you very much for joining us. So as you can see, we have the Honorable MP from Guyana, Mrs. Honorable Sani Fubara, and the MC, Honorable Vincent Anchi Ajay. Last one. Last one. And please, our regional director came with product, Mr. Isaac Dudu Apea, and Dr. George Kumar. Welcome, Honorable.
Please let's put our hands together for our invited guests. Give Alan some great value to this great patient. In this moment, we call on our chairman for this event, Professor Nanaka Pajmandeji, to give us a brief message. Please let's put our hands together.
Thank you very much, MC. We have our honorable ministers, our MP, directors of our medical institutions, invited guests, Nananom, all protocol observed. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here representing my Vice Chancellor, who would have been here as a father. So he sent his warm welcome to all of you. And I just remember one thing. There was a time we were having an occasion like this in Kumasi, and it included is the northern sector of Ghana, Sokono, and then so all the chiefs were there. We were having some discussions on some policies. And one person, when it was his time to talk, he said, "Oh, Nana wa auntie, Beka tree." And was starting na Obeka ni tree. Na Nana ba Opeja nsa. I said, "Mira, me pacho. When a person can tree after tree, and I'm going to go for." It's yet another one. I want to go for you. Dear brother, tree this way for my life. Yeah, it's indeed very good that we assess the things that we do. It's very important. That is what we met here today, to reflect on the things that as hospital we have done for the past year so that we can see how we should chart the next year in when we do our things. But one thing that we should all know is the fact that we should know the objective, the aim of the hospital. That is why we are all here. If we are working here, aim is to achieve the goal of the hospital. And that's something that I like so much about the work responded to the former president of the United States. The first meeting that they were going to put man on space, that was the first time that we had a flight going to the space. So when he was being introduced to the people around, there was this man, and then he asked the man what was his role. And this was a man who was a cleaner, cleaning the place. And the man didn't say that I'm a cleaner here. The man said that I am here to put man on space. I'm helping to put man on space. In other words, he is contributing to the aim at a particular moment. So as of this great hospital, your aim should be the aim of the university. Sorry, I was going to say university because I'm coming from the university. Your aim should be the aim of the hospital. So all of us gathered in here, what is it that the hospital wants to achieve? You have a mission, and that is what each and every one of us should think himself or herself is contributing to. So you don't say, I'm a medical doctor, I am a pharmacist, I am a nurse. Yes. You are contributing to saving lives. So let's let you alone. You go in with great pleasure. On this note, you accept to be the chairman of this declaration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. At this moment, we will call on the acting chief executive officer of Sunyani Teaching Hospital. Before he comes, as for him, he loves accolades. So let's give it up for him as he comes to give us the law of Nigeria.
Yes. Well, the thing we can't talk without listening to our hands. Don't you think so? Because we have some visitors here. We need to tell them that we have a very good hand. Please sing our anthem. This one we have time. A wonderful answer. You're wonderful, and you're wonderful. Cry. Yeah, you're wonderful mind. Okay. So, okay. So, Honorable Regional Minister. In fact, he couldn't be with us, so he asked us directly, Honorable J. Vincent is the newly elected MC. Um, then today I'm a bit surprised because since we started working in this hospital, the last time I saw MP at the hospital, he had an accident. So he had no other option to come to be treated. The next time we saw an MP was when so when we invited MDK, 1K, but this one surprises us that today we have Sunyani East Member of Parliament with us. So naturally, it's the first time that an MP has decided to be with us. So, Honorable Mokwerasai, we are grateful. As introduced earlier, Professor Vice Chancellor of UNED, as the chairman of this event, Professor Nana Engineer, Professor Nana Safo Ajimandepi. Those Dechi, there you know. If you look, we have Dechi in the hospital. And so we'll find out where he's coming from. I believe it's his son. So already he knows us. They will tell him a lot about us. We have the reps from various teaching hospital. We are grateful that you are with us because all of them traveled far to be with us, more than 4 hours journey. So we are very, very grateful. My own management team. Then one of the regional director of health services. Sometimes we go because can you imagine you are with your clothing, then all of a sudden, overnight, they've taken it from you. How would you feel? So sometimes I understand him. Sometimes I understand him. Sometimes he gets bored with us. Sometimes because he nurtured us. Those who knows him, this man loves our hospital. And so, Dr. Kofi Amukode, don't worry, we will always be with you. No matter what, we will be with you. Nana, also, heads and members of all SABMC and the unit, invited guests, members of media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed.
Good morning to you all. It is with immense pride and joy that I welcome you to 2024 Annual Performance Review meeting of the Sunyani Teaching Hospital. This maiden review under my leadership marks a significant milestone in our journey since the hospital conversion into tertiary facility in November 2023. Today, we reflect on our progress, celebrate our achievements, strategize for an even brighter future. We highly grateful to you all for taking time off your current business to grace this occasion. I say Akwaba to Sunyani, the cleanest city in Ghana. And so I'm not like, don't worry, wait a minute, shower, I have that for MC. So that MC will know that anything leadership and you will make sure that it maintains so. Professor Chairman, I want to take this opportunity to express special thanks and appreciation to my management team and the entire staff. Staff of the hospital for unflinching support and cooperation to the cause of making this hospital one of the best. I will always say big thank you to you all. We extend our sincerest appreciation to the Bono Regional Minister, Honorable Safe Ade Akobo Esquire, for the steadfast support, visionary leadership, which have been instrumental in advancing strategic growth of this hospital. And you wouldn't believe it, since he has zone power, on our behalf, he has traveled twice to make sure that we are captured in everything that the government does. And so we are very grateful to him for that personal conviction that he worked for us. We are equally indebted to Nananom, the Bono community, for their invaluable trust, support, patronage, our services. Your partnership remains cornerstone of our progress. Mr. Chairman, this conference is under the theme Improving Health. Indeed, there will not have been a better theme than this, especially at a time in our life when the whole country is being reset to Ghana with the support from my management. We are determined to reposition this historic institution as a large tertiary facility in sub-region, Africa sub-region, with a provision of client-focused specialist healthcare services, medical education, and research as soon as possible. On research, the hospital has allocated 5% of its budget into such activity, including Endophilia Research Forum. I am highly convinced that so far as who know that the impressive transformation and development that have taken place in the last 5 years. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful for unwavering support of the MOH, Ministry of Health, under the esteemed leadership of Honorable Minister towards the expansion of this hospital, as clearly outlined on page 45 of the NDC manifesto. Under quality health delivery, it was said over there that government is committed to establishing medical school in the former Brown region, encompassing Bono East and Ahafo, and operationalizing the Sunyani Regional Hospital then as one of its teaching sites So with this, Honorable Minister, we have every confidence in your dedication to fulfilling this promise. And we will always insist on it. In alignment with this vision, we have actively engaged with benevolent individuals, philanthropists, great organizations to really support this noble cause. Together, we can transform this vision to reality and elevate care delivery for generations to come. Honorable Minister and Honorable Regional Minister and esteemed stakeholders, all of us. This forum presents a pivotal opportunity to highlight a transformative initiative. This accreditation, the accreditation of University of Energy and Natural Resources, UNED, established its medical school with the Sunyani Teaching Hospital as a key teaching site. The groundwork is already laid. Infrastructure, partnership, and clinical training framework are in place. What remains is the final push. Your decisive action to secure accreditation and unlock this milestone for healthcare education in Bono region is pivotal, so important. Unfortunately, last year we thought by December we were going to do the first enrollment, and it didn't happen. And so we think that the whole thing is have been laid down already. Let us collaborate to make this reality. The benefits are undeniable. Training future doctors locally to address Ghana's physician shortage. Elevating STH capacity as a center of excellence in teaching and research. Serving as an economic catalyst for Sunyani Young. Honorable Minister, the time is now. With your leadership, we can turn this vision into legacy. Let us act swiftly. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the great philosopher Socrates once said, an unexamined life is not worth living. In that spirit, I'm pleased to present to you the hospital performance report, key achievements and challenges for year under review. In 2024, the hospital demonstrated marked improvement across all clinical and operational indicators compared to the previous years. This progress reflects the collective dedication of our staff, the support of our leaders, and the trust of our community. In outpatient department, family medicine recorded 21,261 primary OPD attendance in 2024, reflecting almost 52.20% increase. Previous year was 3,154. So you see the pressure that has been laid upon us. Then we realized that upper respiratory tract infection remained the leading cause of OPD visits. In patient admission, we also find out that tension, hypertension, heart-related diseases were primary cause of admission and death and mortality. So hypertension is killing diseases, they are killing us. And we think that we have to do more to prevent this. Accident emergency admission surged by 16.79% from 4,223 2023 to 4,997 in 2024. This growth was driven by increased referrals. Now everybody thinks that you are teaching hospital, whether you have it
Not.
You are teaching hospital. So they refer, and you'll be sure. The treatment that some years back we referred to them, they are now referring to us. Yeah, because we are teaching also. So the pressure is high. Pressure is so immense for us to live up to that expectation. And I trust 100% in my staff. Already they are doing it. Surgical procedures increased by 16% from 2443 to 2835. And maternal and child health. Total deliveries saw a slight increase of 0.33% from 2133 to 214, 2024. Fortunately, somewhere 2022, we had an NGO, Iberi, started with a program called Mercy 20 project. And this provided us with neonatal equipment and state training, leading to reduction of NICU mortality rate from 7.4% 2023 to 5.8% 2024. Diagnosis radiology service expanded significantly with 25,085 imaging requests performed in 2024. That's against 35% increase from 18,927 in 2023. We also screen volumes, net volumes also increased by 2.6% from 5358 in 2023 to 54,134 pints in 2020. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Prof. Chairman, while we celebrate the significant improvement in our performance indicators, we must also acknowledge areas where we experience some. Despite our effort, some critical metrics saw decline and underscoring the need for continued operation and intervention. Maternal mortality. In 2024, we recorded 5 maternal mortality. It was 231 per 100,000 lives, compared to 2023, which was 3 deaths, 140 per 1,000 live birth. In fact, this is not news because we believe no matter where this comes from, regardless of the causes of referral or wherever it came from, one life. We are committed to working closely with RHD, other partners to improve these outcomes. And so we have decided to start this specially about outreach. And also we go on site to bring some of the health workers involved. Physiotherapy cases dropped by 6.01% from 9,374 in 2023 to 8,835. We are analyzing these underlying factors surely to reverse this trend. Prof. Chairman, and Honorable MP, in line with our mission to retool and expand infrastructure and service delivery, the hospital invested over 1 million from our internally generated fund to procure critical equipment and upgrade facilities. These investments are already yielding tangible improvements in specialist care. Key procurement include we bought 5 multi-purpose delivery beds, the one that the patient can relax on it, deliver on it, recover on it, then can be sent to. That's the idea. We also bought 2 ultramodern dental chairs for dental, which is a dilapidated situation. Hospital also install oxygen terminals to all the units. In fact, by the nature of our hospital, there was nothing like oxygen that goes to all the walls. We were selling cylinders, always carrying cylinder. But management and the and myself, we thought it as much so that it's important to extend it. Unfortunately, we've been able to pipe all the walls. And so now carrying of oxygen cylinders is a thing of the past, except to just be far. We, thank you. We also decided to convert one chemical to ADU, high dependency units, because of the type of cases we do get here. So we procure about 30,000 pieces of advanced patients monitors. We also procure vein detection devices, upgraded the PCO unit, also got a genotype machine for laboratory. Then we bought two electrocautery surgical unit for theater. Then one thing that we were shocked that we were suffering, and somebody said, then go and buy oxygen for surgery. And when we bought it, we were able to solve most of our problems. Additionally, we have implemented robust plan preventive measures, maintenance system, to ensure activity and optimal performance of all. Group chairman, the period under review saw significant achievements in infrastructure development, renovation and maintenance of official residential bungalows. Notably among them were completion of a renovated and expanded old mortuary into 250 capacity walk-in cold room, now fully operational. And I never knew that this is so important. I think Nana Ima will tell you that now people are bringing their bodies from even Accra to come and keep it here. And so it's so important that this is happening. It's also giving us a lot of others. Completion of number 2 staff residential accommodation attached to the ongoing new infectious disease center, which has been handed over to the hospital. However, construction of the main infectious disease building remains for 60% over a year. I appeal to Honorable Minister for Health to support the timely completion of this critical project. We also have renovation of 2 additional staff residential units, enhancing accommodation for. One good news that we had last year was the operationalization of the new oxygen donated by Ministry of Health. This has significantly improved care for critically ill patients, eliminating reliance on costly and unreliable commercial oxygen supply. We're spending quite a lot of. We have oxygen that we even sell some to our other hospitals around. We ask them, we sell to them at half the price they used to buy. And so Dr. Akode knows that we are already in emotion in assisting the other hospitals. So we said, we promise you, we will take care of them. Installation of an industrial laundry machine donated by ministry now in active. And we have deployed 113 CCTV cameras in the hospital. Remember me one, wherever you are watching, we are watching you. In fact, there have been 60. Through that, we have been able to get all of them. Some of them we follow up to and other places because they don't know that we have this. And so if you come to this hospital, by the time you leave, we have enough cameras that would have captured you. And so we think that this has also bolstered our security. Our staff are a bit comfortable now because initially they were attacked. They were attacked by people in the hospital. Okay. To harness digital technologies for improved patient care, medical education and research, community outreach. We have made substantial investment in this area. We have secured 3 fiber optic lines, Starlink internet service with expansion hospital-wide analysis. We just want to lotter everywhere with internet. The idea is simple because we want to venture in digital health. And so that's the thing that you have to do to be able to do that. We have developed and hosted our hospital website. Please don't forget that you put it so that the visitors will go there and say, we have a very nice and informed website. We are now, in fact, today we wanted to commission our app, hospital app. The hospital app, there will be a place that people can appointment and they can also have online consultation with doctors. And so we are working on it. In fact, I think very soon we will commission it. Because the idea is we want to move into telemedicine. You see, we don't have enough specialists. And so the later that we have, talk to them, then they give this telemedicine to make them. We have created staff welfare application, human resource information management system, electronic document management system, all in testing phase. We are piloting it. When we finish, we implement this. Most of your problems will go down. We also grew our social media presence, and at least now we are enjoying 10,000 and over followers. We have given ourselves by 1 year, we should be hitting 1 million. And so please, advert. Huh? All the visits, when we go look for Humanity Teaching Hospital and be a follower. So on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, we are all over the place. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we expanded subspecialty services with new neurosurgery and cardiology OPD clinics, achieving milestones such as first time successfully having a bare hole procedure by the neuro team. The one most important thing, we also started renal services. We commenced the renal services, but we started with one machine. Right? One machine. But just within 6 months, we bought another two. And so very soon, we will reach the 7 that we have targeted. And let me tell you, when we started to the December was about 4 months, you won't believe it. We had dialyzed 350 dialysis patients. And so we didn't know that there was the need until we started. And we've also converted all the Ebola block units, building into modern antenatal care. In fact, we should have even commissioned it due to one or two problems. We have invested almost 3 million Ghana cedis, and it's still ongoing to do this. And we believe that when we finish, we'll have enhanced human health services and support teaching and learning. Vice Chairman, appeal for support. We had a cry. Now I'm Yes. The hospital over 20 years, 20-year-old power generator. Currently serving the entire facility during outages. Were recently improved using internally generated funds after years of breakdown. You see, when you see the light go off from them, you'll be doing daily dahlia, then go and see net crew, then they will on it for us. That is what we've been doing up till. Fortunately, we got some 2 old men who said they where they check the machine. And finally, they've been able to repair all the tubes. And so, but the hospital power demand have overgrown the generator's capacity. And so recently we've been experiencing light off. It's because we've gone to install air conditioners, about 11 air conditioners, like OPD and others have. And anytime they on all those air conditioners, the light goes off. Concern to me. So there's the need to get new generator, power generator. This is the need. Management is working on it. We will ask the individuals, the MOH, referring to them, organization to support us. We said they should support us, not to buy for us. They should support us to buy, because we have to buy the generator. Recognizing that our staff are the hospital's most vital asset, we have invested significantly in their professional growth. And key initiatives include training and sponsorship. Over 950,000 from IGF was allocated to train 17 doctors in specialist and fellowship programs, 20 nurses and midwives in specialist programs, and 33 nurses in degree programs. And postgraduate studies in HR, accounting, and other areas. International training. Fortunately, most of the teaching hospitals benefited from this. We sent about 6 of our staff, doctors, nurses, and anesthetists, who receive hands-on training in Germany in various critical areas. Aligned with the belief that a valued employee is a happy one, and that management of this hospital is our major. Management revised the staff medical health policy to provide 100% health coverage for all staff, includes dependents. To date, we have spent nearly 2 million, which another way would have gone into the staff paying for it, and reinforcing staff motivation and well-being. In fact, Mr. Prof. Chairman, I can confidently tell you that in the whole Ghana, in all government institutions, Sunyani Teaching Hospital is the only one that takes care of staff, their offspring below 18, and even their fathers and mothers. All of them. The idea is not to put burden on our staff. And I tell you, it's been one motivation for our staff that you see what they are doing. Despite financial and operational challenges, management remains dedicated to staff development and quality care improvement. We urge all staff to reciprocate this commitment and enhancing productivity, responsiveness to patient needs. All that we ask from our staff is take care of our patients. That's all. We don't need any other thing from them. While celebrating this achievement, the hospital faces critical challenges. These include aging infrastructure and inadequate space. Now, you remember when we completed the emergency last 2 years, if you say about we were telling everybody, see our emergency Our emergency is congested because we did it, everybody's referred. And so now 15 bed plus 20 bed capacity is not holding again. And so we plan to relocate FISIO, which is in adjustment with the emergency, and extend the emergency to FISIO. So that is the agenda. So surely we'll come to you for assistance and for us to be able to do that. The lack of essential equipment like mammogram, CM, and cath lab. In fact, these are so important for us. Overage vehicles and delayed completion of infectious disease center. Then shortage of high-skilled professionals. infectious disease in there. Nobody enemy nyadi. Nancy yafa. Omo de cry yafa. Yes. Yafa cry yafa cry. No. We are actively addressing this issue and seek your partnership to accelerate solution. You know, the infectious disease center, the bed capacity has been added our hospital for the hospital accreditation. And so we are the crowd, your own. So far as the accreditation, I profound gratitude to organizing committee led by acting director of administration and supported by policy planning, monitoring, and evaluation team for their excellent work in arranging this maiden performance review. We welcome all dignitaries, colleagues, and guests. Let us harness our collective insight to ensure fruitful deliberation. We thank you and may the Lord bless us all.
Original director of health engagement. So I invite him to give a solidarity message.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Prof. Chairman, the MP for Sunyani East, and the MC, reps of teaching hospitals who are here present, heads of the various departments of the Sunyani Teaching Hospital, especially my colleague doctors and my friend nurses who are here, and some other departments who are also present. Our Nanano, my dear friend, Anna, Nani, and then Nani, Hima, Essie. Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you all. I'm glad to have been invited to this very important meeting and a performance review. I believe that we should actually cast our mind back. Look at how a little bit of history of how the Sunyani Teaching Hospital came to be. A lot of people have made a lot of inputs over the years. Over 10 years period, inputs were being made. Various administrations with the regional districts and the regional hospital, the then regional hospital, moving for radius. Making sure that the steps were taken to get the hospital for the one region. We'd like to pay tribute. God knows who participated. I mean, We have a lot of people which they are listening to me, they know themselves already. I don't want to mention names for somebody to tag me. But then, people have done the groundwork. Lot of people over 10 years. We're fighting both politically, and then we've even retention teams. I remember when it started, we have people who were in charge of infrastructure, people who were in charge of the curriculum, people who were in charge of the various areas which were supposed to be used as teaching hospitals. Well, then the runner half, and I was the deputy director, Monica, and working. So I know the genesis of the teaching hospital. And we, at the beginning, we said the Chiman, Brekum, and Sunyani were supposed to be the areas where doctors will be nurtured, becoming very good ones. Whilst UNED provides the basics for the training. Most chancellors of UNED, successive ones, played important roles as well as what we call them, not the same skill, because the medical school and they are very important. And then, we had the heads of Kuwaiti also played so good roles. So I believe when we are meeting today, we shouldn't really forget those who laid the foundation. Some of us have been through the house of chiefs, for example. We went being the brown house of chiefs why we needed a teaching hospital in this place. And they built it up and followed it up by visiting the the history is there. When we are celebrating it, we should not forget those who put in context. In the context, those who are trying from independence of so many examples chief for it cannot be against the establishment of regional health directories is not against but the people who feel for the establishment of the teaching. So that said, that leaves the golden deck taken away from you. Of course, it becomes a little bit, and especially so when that lays the golden deck wants to claim even more that's not belong to you. Where in Zambia, you have infectious disease centers belonging to teaching hospitals. No. Unless they are in regions where the regional entities are not secured. It's not in this region where you have regional no, it's not going to happen. There is disease center in which is not for the hospital. Period. And if it is for the region, it is manned by the regional director of services. Period. And if you want to know here, is then probably we'll have to go to the statistics, not forms. the government policies that established teaching hospital and non-infectious disease centers. You have to go to the places and see it is. Because you have common but the National Infectious Disease Center, managed by the district, what we call the Institutional Care of the Ghana Health Service, Institutional Care Division of the Ghana, led by we have forgotten his name. I've forgotten, but that is how the policy is. And the policy is mandated downwards for it to be replicated here. So there's no chance for the teaching hospital to take over the infectious disease center under my watch. So and support the regional have supported its establishment. You have played vital role in its establishment. And you will continue to support the regional hospital because it is only a glory for the region. Some of us who have worked in this region for the past 28 years, running it with a teaching hospital, very good. And I think it will be part of a legacy that I have made in establishing. Therefore, I will continue to support it. But only the limits are there, and the limits have to be followed. Yes, because there is this second aspect of it that we want to talk about. But that one, I think he has understood this. So I'm talking of the drinking still laboratory. I think that one he has accepted. There are some things that no matter how hard or tough you can't get. There are some things you can't get because AEC defines it. If policy has defined something to be this, no matter where that activity is taking place or that facility is guided by the policy, and we all actually and then the policy of the service and then the Ministry of Health. So now it's assured. Support whatever you do. So far as you don't step on the dangerous street, you support you. When this issue reform, and we are ready to continue. In fact, that it is true that hospitals things to the that have been trained. You can learn and send some staff from Chiang Hospital, come and learn sonography, ultrasonography at your site. We continue to send staff come and train themselves with your facility. And we also know that whatever you need from the regional health directorate, we will provide. It's quite good that we establish that synergy, that collaboration, that synthetic way of working, if not even biological, if it's synthetic, we can do it. But then the collaboration should be there. And we should work together because after all that we all need is to ensure that the of the citizens is held paramount and in high quality service mission. I think your theme for this testing is this. And we believe that when we do it, be able to achieve wonders and congratulate on your devotion to the original health and to the hospital. It is that's so been etched in my mind that it is still original health. And not the I want to congratulate you all for your both and selflessness, cooperation to make sure that the teaching hospital becomes a place of excellence. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you for coming. In fact, some invited guests and dignitaries joining us. Now, this evening, I'm getting the principal of College of Medicine. Bank of Ghana, Mr. Noah Perry. Mr. William Asado, Mr. Gudoni Alukubukai. We have Mr. Ntenwa Sibatari, General Manager, Univa. From Municipal Health Directories, we have Dr. Ajankan Chuma, who is the Municipal Director. We have Ms. Abigail Yagma, who is the Nursing Officer. From Mr. Saka Samiji. We shall have Reverend Beauty Nana Unuma. Thank you very much.
Okay, we are supposed to take a musical interlude, but because of time, we will take solidarity messages from reps from the various institutions who are at this occasion. So first of all, we'll call on the rep from College Teaching Hospital to give us a solidarity message. Please let's put our hands together.
Wait. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Speech. I feel it's here. Do participate my first time in Sunyani. Yeah. Secondly, the acting CEO of the Canada, which are here. Lectures. Preaching. What I'm watching. That means that I'm hearing because is my meat. We all came together. So class 6-1. So I've known a friend. So let's see asked me to present him. I said, no, because the guy is my mate. One of the things I used to do very well was computer science. Not like I want with the minister can read the same books. So let's try to get that like this. It's long ago, you've got that passion of yes, okay. And I'm so proud of you. And see, and encourage the whole ministry. Thank you very much. Let me say what you do. That's the right message. So, like I said, my name is Dr. Charles Ofepa. I'm Director of Pharmacy representing the doctor section, CFT Hospital. The chairman, the doctor chairman, chairman, regional minister, Monomono Traditional Council, regional director of health services, deputy chief executive and management staff, of parliament, various representatives, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. We present this solemn message on behalf of the chief executive of the teaching. It's all available absolutely due to intent and onboarding silence. We are truly honored part of this year's annual performance of Sudan Teaching Hospital. This program forum presents timely involved opportunity to reflect on the remarkable strides we have made, bring back collective efforts. It's also a moment to chart the ambitious path that prescribed for themselves. In this year's review, government healthcare repositioning for excellence, both inspiring and timely, underscores the ever-evolving nature of healthcare delivery and the present need for varying dedication, progress, innovation, and quality. I therefore commend the leadership of the Sudan Teaching Hospital for dedication and perseverance. Their commitment to excellence forms the backbone of our transformation we all seek for in the healthcare center. And through visionary leadership, knowledge sharing, and culture and ongoing improvement, actually change is achieved. At the Community Teaching Hospital, we are proud to stand beside you on this journey, Dr. Newton. We are eager to strengthen our collaborations, exchange insights, and share best practices that can elevate our institutions in the healthcare system as a whole. Together, we are building a strong, forward-looking foundation for future health quality, accessibility, and patient-focused healthcare. It's not just a goal, but a reality in Ghana. In conclusion, I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the management and Sudan Teaching Hospital. I'm proud of your continued dedication and outstanding work. The performance review serves as celebration of achievements and a launch pad for even greater impacts in the years ahead. Thank you all. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Okay, we will have our address by our guest speaker, and representing him is the MC, Minister Chief Executive, Honorable Vincent NJJ. Please let's put our hands together. Thank you. Address.
Professor Chama, Regional Director of the Ghana Health Space, Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Sudan Teaching Hospital, Chief Executive Officers from the sister teaching hospitals present, staff, Nanano, distinguished invited guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to join you this morning on this occasion of the 2024 annual Institutional Performance Review meeting. With assurance of the Lord's presence with us, I am confident that we will have a successful. Moving forward, let me seize this moment to convey to you my fine compliments and felicitations, as well as recommendation from the Bono Regional Committee Council in recognition of your hard work for the past years. Your diligence, commitment has improved healthcare delivery in the Bono region and beyond. Professor Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the wealth of every nation is the health of its citizens. And for that matter, no country can achieve socioeconomic breakthrough if the citizens are not facing health challenges. In such situations, the citizens cannot work and contribute significantly to productivity and hence the economic fortunes of the said country. This makes the health sector very crucial in our collective efforts in nation building and socio-economic development. Professor Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the importance of health sector cannot be compromised, and therefore actionable steps must be taken to ensure that health sector is very effective and efficient in its service delivery to the people. This has informed the commitment of the government of Ghana to leave no stone unturned to ensure that our health sector is very vibrant in its service delivery. Professor Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our meeting today is not just an event, but demonstrates our collective efforts toward building a strong health sector and institutions to ensure access to quality healthcare delivery for our people. Accordingly, having chosen the theme, Improving Healthcare, Repositioning for Excellence, underscores our determined efforts to improve healthcare delivery to the people of the Bono region and beyond. Professor Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this review meeting will provide a platform to assess the progress made in our quest to deliver healthcare to the people for the past year. This meeting would afford us the opportunity to take stock of achievements achieved during the year 2024, the challenges faced, and the way forward. In this regard, we need to have a holistic diagnosis of every component of the health delivery system, including but not limited to human resource issues, infrastructure, and logistics, among others. In this slide, let me seize this opportunity to employ all of us to objectively speak in the discussions, share our perspectives, practices, and exercise good judgments in identifying the challenges and suggestions to the way forward, finding solutions to the well-positioned our health institutions to enhance your performance of effective and efficient delivery to the people of the Bono region and beyond. Professor Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to assure you of the uncompromising commitment of the NDC government, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to support the health sector through effective and efficient healthcare delivery, not only in the Bono region, but Ghana as a whole. I wish to also put on record that we are committed to ensure that the Sunyani Teaching Hospital will fully compete in the region with University of Energy and Natural Resources that is many accreditation to run the School of Medicine. I am confident that together we can improve and position our health sector to become a hub of health tourism in the region. I wish you fruitful celebrations. Thank you all for your attention, and may God bless us all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable MC. Please let's put our hands together for our MC and our Honorable Member of Parliament. They have an equally important engagement. They would like to take their leave. But before that, we'd like to take some final words from our Member of Parliament. Please let's put our hands together for him.
Mr. Chairman, Nananom, all invited guests, doctors, nurses, and all of us here. We thank Almighty God for today's gathering. And then myself, I'm thanking God and also thanking every individual finding himself or herself here. I think after the election, I've not had an opportunity to meet you. Thank you. Honestly, I went to other institutions to have an engagement with them before the elections, but I couldn't make it to the Sunyani Teaching Hospital. So I'm taking this opportunity to thank you. Thank you well. Firstly, the health of Sunyani, especially before it was the regional hospital, had a lot of encounter there. My younger brother had CA, that's cancer, that's somewhere 2016, and it went through a lot. Finally, the leg was amputated at the regional hospital here. We used to send him to Kumasi for chemotherapy from the oncology center in Kumasi. Anytime that I go there, I see our mothers also there going for a mammogram machine to test their pregnancy. But honestly, on the whole Ghana is like everybody is trooping to Kumasi. So when I get there, you see our mothers in the corridors. They will be there for about a week or so before they can attend to them. Out of that, we were there somewhere July 28 July 2018. We lost my brother and it was not easy. There's something that I even had a with the movement and then the health division, that if somebody should pass on to get the body as Muslims, then we do the necessary rituals, then we and bury the person. So there was some agreement like that. What I said to myself, God willing, when I get myself, I will do something like a cold room for the community. So if somebody should pass on, then we can do something for the person. Lo and behold, in 2020, we were now manifested that John Dramani Mahama is slave. The whole various Muslim communities. Once the man said it, they were naming him Muchirman, Muchirman. Lo and behold, we couldn't even win the election as at that time. So when I won as a parliamentary candidate for the party, I went to the municipal hospital, talked to the management that they should get me a land so that I can put something there for the people. I don't know whether I was in opposition. It took me a long time. But I came back and before, and I was not doing the name of something. My own foundation, but it was foundation. So I want to give this facility to the community. So I the grace of God. Chairman, now the structure is about 80% complete. I said to myself and my people, now the dead is dead and it's gone. Why not think about the living? So I started talking to some of my people. What I wanted to do, think director just talk about it. I want to get a million machine that we can visit on others so that we will not be going out from Suyani to have this treatment. And what I'm doing for now, I can say there's no one in the government into this project. God willing, when we are done, we are handing over to the facility so that I can take care of our mothers first. Because I used to say it when I was campaigning, this machine will not cost up to one Land Cruiser. And like we politicians, when we get a chance, we only think about our personal welfare. Think about the people and they'll think about you. Yes. Yes, and I think I've told you before. And I think me, I've benefited from the teaching of the our own doctor, Dr. Frimpong. I work under her as a dental nurse. Currently, she's at the municipal hospital working there. So, Mr. Frimpong, Dr. Frimpong, I thank you so much. God bless you. And God bless us. Mention of a generator at the hospital we are in need of it. I am really, really, really always with the ministry of looking to him, the sense of Sudan, so that Sudan can accomplish of health, everything. And when I get it, I'm going to keep this one to him. It's an extreme. You get from the generator so that you can and also, I also had an invitation by our brothers and sisters who are in the United States of America. For I think they have a foundation there for Obama. Which them to build a dialysis center in Sudan here. So God willing, I will go there. And then we all see how best we can fight it. We get this facility in Sudan. Get it in it might not be think that this thing is it is very, very, very expensive and more. We pray that those who are going through this suffering, God should release the sufferings from them. And then whatever we can so that all of us can live a better life and do our little best that we can do. So God is such a God bless you and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for the big, big promises. We look forward to having it forward. Okay. Please let's put our hands together for him. We will continue with our solidarity messages. Let us welcome the rep from Confanoche Teaching Hospital.
Good morning. My name is Kuju Savi, the medical director for Confanoche. So, Professor Chairman, permit me to stand on existing protocols. I bring you greetings from my chief executive and the management of CAT. I'm very happy to be here because we are the teaching hospital, which is very close to Sunyani Teaching Hospital. And so, as part of our mandate, there's a lot we need to share. At the moment, Confanoche is bombarded with a lot of referrals. Yes. And just to add to what Honorable said, we have a lot of influx of patients. Our outpatient alone, we see over 1,000 patients a day. Yes. And when you look at the various subspecialties, because we started quite earlier, let me say we are a bit advanced when it comes to patient management. And so we receive a lot of referrals. But as part of our mandate, we need to support the up and coming institutions to be able to build capacity, one, in terms of manpower. I'm sure with human resources, the acting CEO will require some help because though it's a teaching hospital, I'm sure for postgraduate training, you are yet to start. And postgraduate training is a precursor of building capacity in terms of specialists in the facility. Now, we have some arrangements with Techiman for postgraduate training. And I think it's an idea that can be extended here as well, where senior residents do not have to come to Kumasi for the training, but we can ask our consultants and senior specialists to spend some time here for the training so that your doctors are still with you working. It's something that we are looking at, and I'm sure this will help in a lot of ways. The other thing is maternal health. When the person CEO was talking, it made mention of the fact that you have 5. That's excellent. Cat, we have 138 maternal deaths. It's not because we are not able to manage these women. It's because where it's difficult to salvage them. We are the only facility that has an obstetric ICU dedicated to taking care of women who need help in terms of care. And so, if somebody in Brekum, a pregnant woman, has, let's say, a snake bite, yes, they will not come to Sunyani, straight to Confanoche. And some of these cases are difficult to salvage. But if we support to build capacity here, I mean, the woman will get here earlier than being referred to Confanoche. And so let me congratulate you and your team and say that we are poised in a position to help make this a huge success. Thank you.
I'm here with Mr. Ruben Ali, Deputy Director of Public Affairs, and Mr. Alidu Abdulmajid, that's PPMA. We bring you greetings from the Chief Executive of the Tamil Teaching Hospital, that's Dr. Atiku Adam, who wished to be here, but because of other important issue, he couldn't make it. So we are here to represent him. Let's first of all thank you for the extension of the petition to take part of this important program. In fact, we are actually glad that we are here to have this program. You know, it's a new and emerging teaching hospital as far as the other teaching hospitals are concerned. We have had so far a very collaborative as far as the HR practice within the district, the teaching institutions are concerned. So we wish to collaborate more. We have a lot of the programs that are being run at the Tamil Teaching Hospital. As my brother from the Community Teaching Hospital statement, we will do more. We have competition for other programs that we can split run together as a teaching hospital. Indeed, this will actually take the load from the Tamil Teaching Hospital because most of the facilities from Bonny is referring to Tamil Teaching Hospital and other regions in the northern zone. So coming up with this hospital, I'm sure it will help us improve the service delivery in the country. So on behalf of the management of the Tamil Teaching Hospital, we wish you a very successful celebration. Thank you.
Indeed, it is simply impressive how our big brothers are willing to support us. Thank you very much. I'll now invite Cape Coast Teaching Hospital to give ideas for the IT message.
Professor Chair, please permit me to stand where existing all established. Good morning to everyone. My name is Princess Gloria Fori. I'm Deputy Director of Monitoring, Evaluation and Research. I'm here with my colleague, Deputy Director, Internal Audit, and we are here to represent our CEO of Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Dr. Eric Kofi Njedu, who would have loved here, but last-minute engagement took him away. In fact, I'm delighted to be here because it's my very first time of being in Sunyani, and so far so good. I believe I have a really wonderful stories to tell when I return to Cape. Performance review, I believe, is very important to all of us, and Cape Coast Teaching Hospital had ours not too long ago, and we're so delighted to see representation from Sunyani to attend, and we were, on behalf of our CEO, we say thank you for attending ours, and we're also here to support you. Performance review, as I said, is very important. It's the beginning, it's the end and the beginning of every policy planning. And so it's really important that all successes are well noted towards the improvement of performance. And we are here to share, to observe, to note some of the best practices. And so far, I began noting some of them, like this, from the speech of the CEO, allocation of 5% of overall budget to research, which I think it's low. Now, definitely carry that to CCTH when I get back. The establishment or launching of an app, I believe is unique into other teaching hospital performance review, and that had come up. So I believe that you will be the first to introduce that. And every year, teaching hospitals, we do a joint presentation at the Ministry of Health Interagency Performance Review. And for the first time, we are happy that Sunyani will be added to that presentation so that at a glance we see across all teaching hospitals what the performance is like. Interestingly, whether the teaching hospital is old like Kolego, or is as young as Sunyani, or is a teenager as Cape Teaching Hospital, it is the same. That means that the expectation from Ghana is the same, that we must provide advanced tertiary health care, medical education, and research. So that means that despite our unique challenges, we are expected to deliver the same results. And so I look forward to um, taking part in your discussion as far as your performance is concerned, taking note of some of the lessons, and we hope and wish you a fruitful deliberation. Thank you.
Very nice. It was teaching hospital. No one from home teaching hospital. Yeah. Yeah, first up, so need to also people. I know George Tete, the director of administration for Old City Hospital. And then I came with two colleagues, and then I went in the house. Was a number. And then Mr. Ahmad Area, also from the office of the CEO. So really waiting for SQ uniform, that is the Austin 6. When the CEO was presented, he made mention of tsunami as the lunar 6. But when he told people, I think he saw the difference. Here is known as the acidity. I mean, the purity is very high, very pure. And I want to invite all of you, take this opportunity to invite all of you to you see the difference. You are here, the instance of the CEO, and then we bring you greetings from him. It's also equally uh, because of his schedules being with us. So we are here to send the CEO. Particularly on premises. Because when the ministry has done all the administrative work for the transition to only ground to a teaching hospital, the minister saw it necessary to assign the whole teaching hospital to facilitate the process of the transition. And I'm happy part of the during the transition session itself, and then Mr. Amuja, I will have for the teaching hospital, myself, himself, and maybe still facilitated the process of the transition. And I can liken it to a woman in the labor ward that is about delivery. So we became the midwife, to the baby. And I'm happy to be here because when we met at conference for their performance review last 3 weeks or so, the CEO said, Sunyani being the last baby of the teaching hospital, he describes Sunyani as baby with actions. So listening to the CEO its reports, I could see that they are moving very, very fast. And I'm happy that I was part of the process. Maybe maybe is growing also basically fast. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the
the management of housing hospital. Because if you don't take this, you have for. I mean, you become very so I mean the staff all of it and really to give up to we are the feet to the heart, then really in the so because we first the process maturing that our heart is always moving. We are not yet like them when we move and then we forget. I used to be out of what our God are always moving. Bringing support that we need from the hospital. This is from the CU. But you can always call on us for any support that the system will need. Physical care, that's surrounding teaching hospital will need. On that note, I want to congratulate you and then wish you fruitful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are very grateful for all the messages, encouragement, and support. God bless you. At this moment, we'll take quick melodious music from our SPH choral. Please let's put our hands together for them.
support us. So I'm Samuel, which the Health Administration, and I'm going to give an overview of our performance. This is the presentation outline. The thing is that Chief has already done a lot of things in the presentation, so I'll be very slow. So the Sunyani Teaching Hospital was previously known as the Bono Regional Hospital, and it is the last of a series of hospitals established by the Ministry of Health in the late 1990s. So in the 90s, Both Teaching Hospital and the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Sunyani Teaching Hospital were built. Fortunately, they are far ahead of us when it comes to the teaching hospital. So the hospital has been operating as a regional hospital since 4th August 2003 under the leadership of Ghana Health Service. And we serve Bono East, half of Western North and Savannah regions, as well as clients from neighboring Ivory Coast. Currently, we have 375 beds. So, approval for conversion was granted at the 45th Cabinet meeting held on 4th February 2023. And the teaching hospital was successfully launched on 18th November 2023. Consequently, the medical school has been established at Sune. So this is the land area of the medical hospital. We have 315.7 acre land. And then this is the hospital infrastructure. So out of the land size, we are on 16 acre land. So it means that we've got a lot of room for development. So our mandate is just as the other teaching hospitals to provide for tertiary healthcare, to conduct research into emerging diseases, and to train graduates and postgraduate medical students and other health professionals. So, as a new teaching hospital, it became very necessary for us to come out with our own philosophies. That is our vision, our mission, core values, among many others. So, we came up with this vision. We envisioned to be a center of excellence in tertiary healthcare, medical education, and research. Then our mission, Sunyani Teaching Hospital, exists to provide excellent tertiary health care, exceed the expectations of our clients by a highly motivated, committed, and healthy workforce through efficient management and governance systems. So these are our core values: customer satisfaction, professionalism, teamwork, innovation, integrity and accountability, commitment, discipline. So we have to come out with our logo as well. So this is the logo of Sunyani Teaching Hospital. So anywhere you see this for this logo, it's stands for Sunyani Teaching Hospital. Then we came up with our motto: quality health, our hallmark. And Prof. Chair, anytime we say quality health, there's a response. Our hallmark. No, we are hungry. Let's make the pause. That's improvement. Yeah. You didn't say you were. Yes, so that happens to be our motto. So with our institutional architecture, this is how it is. We have the cabinet board, the office of the CEO, we have the directors, the sub-BMCs and departmental heads, and unit heads. The unfortunate thing is that currently we do not have a government board. So the hospital is being managed by the management team. So we came out with these directorates: Office of the CEO, we have the Medical Services Directorate, Administration, Nursing and Midwifery, services, NAMS, pharmacy, human resources. And out of that, we came out with 7 clinical sub-BMCs and 1 non-clinical sub-BMC. So we have surgery, anesthesia, and intensive care. We have internal medicine, family medicine, dental, eye, and ENT. Then we have diagnostics, imaging, and medical lab services. We also have obs and gynae, accident and emergency, trauma and orthopedic, and then the Department of Child Health. We have established only 1 non-clinical BMC, which is the domestic sub-BMC. So we tried a new teaching hospital to come out with our objectives. And we cannot come out with our objectives not considering the health sector objectives. I don't know whether I'm bringing good. You can see it well. So the first objective is to increase access to quality specialist health care, improve infrastructure and equipment base for the delivery of quality services, then to strengthen governance system, then improve health research, teaching, and excellence in learning, then intensify support to lower level care and service objectives line with the health sector. So we carefully came up with our policies. It's a new teaching hospital. We need to create operations. So these were our priorities for 2024. To improve quality healthcare delivery, quality, the efforts here is quality. Then to develop new governance structures to enhance efficiency and productivity. Then institute measures to attract and retain highly skilled staff. Promote client culture, and then to intensify measures for retooling, expansion of existing infrastructure, and building new ones. So we also wanted to look at PPM, still up electronic records management system, and then come up with our SOPs and then enforce them, and then continue development of human resource and staff welfare, and then strengthen collaboration locally and nationally. Then to scale up academic and operational research, then implement clinical outreach and support services, which happens to be one of our mandates. Then we cannot do all this without resources. So it was imperative to intensify resource mobilization, expenditure control, and cost reduction. Now let's look at human resource for health. Our total staff strength was 3,849. That is the entire workforce. And it comprised of 1,802 mechanized staff, then the non-mechanized 169, 4 house officers, rotation 434, and attaches are even getting closer to a mechanized staff. So it means that these 169 staff are being paid from our generated. So a trend over the past 3 years, you realize that there was a 30% increase of staff strength from 2023 to 2024. So we looked at the IDF staff and staff in secondment in the various directives. So when we put all of them together, we saw contribution 802. So this is by the directorates. So gender comparison. We have 67.5, 67.6 female, and 32.4. So when it comes to the nurses too, 78% of the nurses are females and 21 are males.
But it is opposite when it comes to the medical offices, where we have 72% of them being males and 27 being females. So this is the 8 brackets of our state. And you realize that a huge percentage fall within the youthful age. And between 31 to 35, we have 600. And then we have only 15 nearing their retirement. So when you look at this, the trend of recruitment in 2022, we had new staff 65, 70. But in 2024, it went up by over 607%, 525. And the reason is that initially staff were being posted from the regional health administration to our facility, but now they are posted directly from the ministry. This is how come it increased at such an increasing rate. So these are the categories of our staff strength. Specialists, we have 21 of them in 2024. Medical officers, 62. We have 84 house officers. Physician assistants were 7. Then the certified registered anesthetists, they were also 11. You could say slight increase in this category of staff. Then we also have the nurse specialists. The general nurses are there. For general nurses, you realize that in 2023, we had 352. In 2024, it's shot up to 625. Same for the midwives. We have 73.7% increase in the midwife number. Now, these are for the pharmacists. It's been the same over the last 3 years. Then allied health to so staff candidates, we have 6 staff, 2 from social welfare, 1 from environmental health from assembly. Then we have 2 reverend ministers. So we did some workload analysis of our staff. So the next patient ratio, the target is 1:450. We are doing 1:260. Then the doctor patient ratio target is 1:1000. Then we are doing 1650. The doctor nurse ratio, the target is 1:5. We are doing 1:6. The doctor pharmacy, the target is 10:1. We are doing 6:1. So in 2024, we were able to promote 243 of our staff. We converted 10 and we upgraded 4. The study leave application in 2024, 20 applied for study leave and approval was given to 74. Without pay, these numbers applied for leave without pay over the past 3 years, there are over 90 of them. They applied for leave without pay and granted. But surprisingly, a vacation of posts, we had close to 150 of our staff vacating posts in 2022, 23, and 24. Where they went, it is only the director of nursing that can tell us. Because most of them are nurses, then midwives. So we try to do some analysis. I'll take you through a few of them. So this is the teaching hospital maximum. This is what we have at Pulch. These are the gaps. And you have to fill in these gaps. The needs to do training. So this table shows you those that are training the gap. So when we take family medicine physician, we are supposed to have 5, but we have only 1. So the gap is there. When we come down, emergency medical physician, we are supposed to have 30. We have none. The good thing is that we have 4 of them currently in school. For the medical officers, we had 60. But out of the 60, 23 of them are in school receiving various specialist programs. Then in Ops and Ghana, the threats or the maximum is 50. We had 4. We still have 4. But the good thing is that we have 3 of them currently in school. We believe that very soon we'll finish and beef up the numerical strength. So there's a cap of 11. So it follows like that. Yes. Yes. So when you look at it, when you understand. The only thing here is that for German nurses, the target is 955. That is the maximum. And then we have 674 coach. So there's a gap of 281. For midwives, the maximum is 175. We have 443. That we have 268 midwives in excess. For enrolled nurses to the same, we have 90 of them in excess. So it runs through. So these are the gap analysis for the hospital. Yes. For administrators, let me mention administrator because I'm an administrator. We are supposed to be 13, but we are only 5. So the gap is there. So let's look at some of our key performance outreach. Because we are not having a board, we couldn't hold any board meeting. But we had 3 audit meetings, 4 human resource committee meetings, and then 8 disciplinary committee meetings. Management meetings were all able to hold 30. One of them in the year, 4 staff days, meeting with clinical and non-clinical directorates,